Hey there, YouTube buddies. Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. It's the world's hottest pepper show. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. So, a lot of y'all, not a lot, quite a few of you had some questions about peppers specifically that you had in the comments there. So, what we're going to do today is John and I, mostly John, he's the expert on this thing, are going to answer those questions. So, he's not here. He's not here at the Springfield store. He's over at the Eugene store. So, I'm going to run over there. I'm going to meet you there, and we'll get to the questions. So, I'll see you in a minute. Hey there, Bob here. John Ford, Ford's Fiery Food and Plants. Like I promised, I'm over in Eugene. I drove over here. It took me about an hour and a half to get here. A lot of traffic. Wasn't that bad. It took like 10 minutes. We've got questions. R-Dubs, big support of the show. Pepper question. I just bought some cayenne peppers from John. Did you know that?
Yeah,
So,
I did.
yeah, cool. Okay.
Local
How
guy.
how often should I? Is he local?
Yeah.
I did not know that. You should come see when we go to the thing. You should come over and see us when we do go to the wing place.
Yeah, we should do it.
I just bought some cayenne peppers from John. How often should I water? When the soil is completely dry, partially dry? What type of soil moisture conditions do they like? Tell John thanks for the extra packs of seeds and the great customer service.
Yeah, so growing in containers, that's what I prefer myself. I like to completely just dry them out. When the plants start to wilt, water them. I think there's a lot of benefits to that. There's if you overwater, you take the chance of like standing water in the pots.
Okay.
Also overwatering kind of dilutes the nutrients in the soil.
Okay.
And the nutrients that you add your regular feeding cycles.
Okay, let me ask you this though.
Yep.
With that, when you're just going from seeds, and you're just starting off with a seed, you kind of worry about drying those out a little more, where you do a little more watering at that point, or it's about the same situation?
No, you definitely want to water more often when they're they're seedlings. When you transplant them outside,
That's
water. Yeah, I prefer to let them dry out rather than overwatering. My experience, you can kill a pepper plant a lot faster overwatering because of diseases and standing water, rotten fruit.
Sure.
Yep. Okay. So, yeah. So just whenever the plants wilt, that's my own personal.
Start to see it just kind of a little bit, and then you're like, it's time, or you let it kind of go, or it gets a little sketchy.
You can let peppers. You can kind of push them to that edge of where it looks. They look darn near dead.
I suppose that's more like real life.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't rain every day at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. If you have too much water in there, it reduces the plant growth and the vegetation because the roots aren't growing. Roots aren't searching for water; they're just sitting in that water, so they're not. The vegetation really slows that down.
When you are watering, do you kind of go around the edges of when you're outside, or do you go right next to the plant? I go for it.
I go around the outside. My method is, I use a little fountain, and I count 10 seconds in my head. Just count out 10 seconds per pot.
Okay, and a little bit around the outside, so they're stretching out a little bit. Okay, let me see here. Next question. Tom Stoller, thanks for sending in a question. Could I start these inside my tent and then plant outside to finish? That's what you do, isn't it?
That's exactly what I do. Right now is the time to start seeds, especially the super hot varieties because they have a longer grow season.
Sure.
Start them indoors. You can start moving them, outdoors. If you have a few plants. I have several thousand. It's kind of hard to do that, but you can move them out around May.
Okay.
You got to watch out for that last frost, though. And here's an important part about growing indoors and then transitioning outdoors. Always remember to harden your plants off.
Okay.
Yep. Harden them off. Slowly get them because they go from artificial light to sunlight. And they need that time to acclimate to.
So what would that process look like?
Usually it takes, with peppers, my experience, it takes about a week.
Okay.
The first day you want to put them outside in some shade, not directly in sunlight, but just, on the side of your house where there's constant shade. They're not getting that direct sunlight. Bring them back indoors on those colder nights.
Okay.
And then slowly, as the days go on, you want to increase the amount of sunlight, direct sunlight that they get. Yep. And also another thing that I learned growing indoors, I like to have a fan on my plants that also helps speed up the hardening off process.
Okay. Okay. Oh, very cool.
Kind of hardens the
Gets them
the stock
ready for going outside kind of thing. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's see what else we got here. TV time, Mom. Hey. Question for the Pepper Show. What are your thoughts about growing your peppers under HO blue light T5 question mark and having the lights closer to the trays?
Yeah, with also my experience with the high output T5s. If you are in an enclosed area like my grow tent, I have those lights. I have the HO T5, the 4-footers. I have 12 of them inside.
Okay.
So you just got to pay attention to the heat because they do put off a lot of heat when you have multiple lights.
So small tent, you have it vented or something?
Yep, fan and a vent. I think 5 to 6 inches above the plants is where I keep it.
Okay,
yep.
So you got them stacked up there.
Yep, I got the shelves.
And you got a fan going, ventilate the whole thing. Yep. Now you got silver inside your tent, or black, or white, or what's the
silver
reflect
liner.
The whole thing there. Okay, cool. All right, and then our last question, Robert Bailey. He says he had a little thing to say here. He said, "Took me 2 weeks to see sprouters. I dropped a year-old dried-out ghost pepper into a Dixie cup, and it shot out." It shot out like 9 of them. I cut back all but 3, and I'll separate and transplant in another 2 weeks. Thanks. Question. Here's the question. You ready? What is the plant version of myostatin, and can we use a product to mimic that effect? Myostatin, I believe, is the hormone that allows the growth of muscles in humans.
Yeah, I like to look at that as I consider that like a steroid. There's a couple different routes you can take. If you're into synthetics, you can just go super crazy with synthetics. If you're not, if you don't really care about organics, a lot of people just grow peppers for show and not consumption.
How it looks.
Yep.
How hot it is, but not to flavor.
Not for flavor, not for consumption. So you can just go crazy with synthetics if you want.
It's like the world's largest cucumber you get with growing the Miracle Grow or something, and then but not so great to eat.
Yeah, if you don't, if you don't want to do the synthetic route, what I did. Now this is the Harpin protein from RX Green Solutions.
Okay, that's why you got this. Axiom. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, the best way to explain this stuff is what it does with the pepper plant. I actually did side-by-sides for the sales crew with Moruga scorpion peppers. What this does is it basically tricks the plant into believing that it has a disease when it doesn't. So it's just producing all the feel-good chemicals. And, I don't know the exact names of everything, but the plants that I grew side by side, I did I think 6 to 12 plants without the Harpin protein and 12 plants with it.
Okay.
And everything was, the stalks were thicker. The yield was probably 30 to 40% more than the ones without. Huge plants. I think they're about 12 inches taller than everything else.
Holy moly.
Yep.
So is this a done deal? You do this for everything, or was that kind of a special occasion, or what do you?
No, I stopped using this just because I'm not really into foliar spraying anymore.
Okay.
This is a foliar spray.
I got
Mix it up. It does have I think like a 12 to 24 hour shelf life. It sort of, I don't know the exact technical term, but it like coagulates in the water. If you let it sit for over 24 hours, it turns into kind of a gel.
So, but that whole thing, you can use multiple times with this thing. What you mix up, you can't use.
Yeah, you just mix it up, do the foliar spray, and just that's it.
Okay.
So yeah, Axiom, RX Green Solutions, Harpin protein. That's what I would try.
Similar to what you would do with that other stuff, but a more natural type way to do it.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. That's all the questions. So unless you got more questions, more questions in the comments, and we'll keep answering them, and we'll go eat some hot food or something. We'll do something fun next time around.
Let's do it.
All right, that's the show. For more information about anything on today's show, go to our website, ocgfam.com. And if you buy something, use the code OCGFAM2018. You'll save 20%, and it'll be a lot of fun. The OCG Fam Show, it's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you on Monday.